Hi guys, welcome back to the Sicilian Revival. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have a couple of league games at home against Virtus Francavilla and then away against next to bottom Gladiator. Form continues to be going reasonably well, to be honest. We're still sat in 8th place in the league, as you can see. Since you were last with us again, we've maintained our resilience as a club. We've only won the one game though, and we do seem to be struggling for goals. We're creating a lot of opportunities, but we seem to be just struggling to get that conversion into victories. We drew 0-0 at home against Torres. We dominated the game, but just couldn't find the back of the net. A really good result away from home against league leaders Benevento, a 1-0 draw there, a 1-0 win at home against Casatana, and then a 1-0 draw away against Taranto. And again, we should have won that game. So, in terms of league form, we continue our unbeaten run. We're doing very, very well. Going into these two games, I'm hoping that it will continue. We certainly seem to be capable. Um, it's just a case of finding that extra bit of finishing touch in each game. Quality of certain players has gone down a little bit. Vaca, unfortunately, is now down to just 2-star current ability, and Boenda has struggled to really kick on um, since coming into the side. But overall, we're playing well still, and I think a little bit of extra quality in central midfield probably would do us quite well. But we've got no money. There's no way we'll be doing a lot of business in the January transfer window. So it's going to be a case of settling down our foundation and pushing on with what we've got, I think. Um, Obviously, subject to interpretation, and we'll see what happens. But it's looking very unlikely that we'll be doing anything in January. Here is Julian John Guerrero receiving a good header from Grimeland, and now Vaca Jr. into Nonjboende. Grimeland brought down in the penalty area, no foul. Guerrero looking for Vaca. Vaca has been brought down, and now the penalty has been given. So a second challenge in the penalty area. 3 minutes, not quite gone, and we have a big opportunity here through Matteo Destro to convert the penalty, but Liverani saves. And again, in front of goal, we continue to struggle to convert our chances, and that is a big chance indeed from the penalty spot. Camden with the resulting corner, it's easily cleared in the end by Molnar, and it remains 0-0. But big opportunity that for Matteo Destro. He's had a good season for us so far. He's into double figures for the season, and it took nearly all of last season for us to get a player to do that. So we're looking a lot better in that regard. It's just a case of getting that little bit more consistency in front of goal. With the number of games that we've drawn, you convert a few of those into wins and we're near the top of the table, if truth be told. So a lot of positive vibes around the club at the minute. Here is Piccini into Boenda, just holding on to it, finding Vaca Jr. Plays it forward. Julian John Guerrero just about keeping that in. Grimeland in space, finds Vaca Jr. into Camden, and that is an explosive finish for his 5th goal of the season from that attacking midfield role, and that is a good goal as well. We worked it very well down that left-hand side after Vaca Jr. I don't know if it was slightly overhit or not, but it did work out well for us, and we take the lead here against Francavilla, and it is 1-0 after 11 minutes. So positive signs despite that missed penalty. We just need to build on it and see if we can get a second goal. Gabua finding the pass to Tepsic. Now Nonjboende just holding on to possession, laying it across to Piccini. And he's still coming down this right side. Not too much pressure on him, which is nice from our point of view. Vaca Jr. into Julian John Guerrero. That's a good strike, but again, off target, just over the crossbar. I feel that we need to be hitting the target a little bit more as well. We have 12, 13 shots every other game. We're only getting 3 or 4 on target. So I think accuracy needs to be an improved part of our game, as Destro almost getting in behind there. And they're playing a dangerous game at the back, but they do manage to get it clear reasonably well. And now Carella into Valjalmussen, who comes into the penalty area. And now Carella, and that is a brilliant piece of goalkeeping from Gabriel Brazal. That is a fantastic save from the keeper. And we just need to be a bit careful. That was a fantastic bit of goalkeeping, wasn't it, though, to keep that attempt out. And to be honest, Frank Vieira will be a bit disappointed that they didn't equalise there. So it remains 1-0, but we're not looking too bad. And Ingrosso with the chance to whip this corner in. It's cleared well by Tepsic Risolo into Artistico, and the strike from Cardacelli over the crossbar. Plenty of chances so far, but we do hold that advantage, and that is the important thing 5 attempts at goal so far, 2 on target, controlling possession in the centre of the pitch as well, which is good to see. And as we start to rattle on through towards half-time, potential opportunity knocking Kate Brazil with the kick into Tepsic. Just hitting the 40th minute here. Be a good time to get a second goal if we can. Here is Puccini coming forward down this right side, cutting in, still creating space, plays it in, and that's a good effort. And in the end, it's just over the crossbar. Liverani with not a lot to do there, but decent attempt at goal from our point of view. And at 1-0, we look to build in this second half. But again, just failing with 1 or 2 of these chances. And again, 8 attempts at goal, just 3 on target. And we need a second goal here just to give ourselves that little bit of a cushion. Julian Guerrero with the free kick, and it's just clipped the outside of the wall there. I think, to be fair, if it doesn't clip the wall, it may have been a goal. But from the resulting corner, Camden to take and to whip it in to that near post. And Destro was there with a header, and it's clipped the bar and gone over. Really good effort again. And once again, we are creating opportunities, but failing to take the chances. Destro, unfortunately, not rating particularly well today. Obviously, the missed penalty does have a lot to do with that, but he's done a great touch there. Guy Bua with the initial header, and he's hit the crossbar. I mean, it was a great touch to take him past the midfield player, but the strike off the bar, what an effort from him. Really good play from Destro, but again, it won't do his match rating any good because he missed a chance, but really positive stuff from the veteran striker. And with half an hour to go, we will look at making 1 or 2 changes potentially. Crespi will be crying to get onto the pitch at the moment with the number of chances we are creating. Tepsic lays it into Gayabua. And now Nonj Boenda couldn't quite get onto it, but it's fallen for Grimeland on this left-hand side, who plays it in for Destro, and it took a deflection, but it doesn't matter. It still goes in. He's got his goal, Matai Destro, deservedly so. He's continued to work hard, despite missing that penalty early on. And in the end, a very well-worked goal. Boenda, I thought, was going to really get onto that and get a good strike away, but Destro, with the strike off the foot of the defender, into the back of the net. It's 2-0, and we are finally heading for another victory in the league. Positive signs again. We're looking good. Excuse me, sorry. Just had a bit of a coughing fit there. Opportunity maybe here for Francavilla. Berzotti back to Molnar, and now Cardacelli. Back to Berzotti. Molnar just holding on to it, and good interception from Grimeland, but they do manage to get the strike away. Artistico into Wilhelmsen, puts the strike over, and that is a big opportunity lost from their point of view. Just the 1 shot on target from the opposition today from 5 attempts at goal. We've had 5 shots on target from 13. So again, our shots on target rating at around 40%. We need to up that. We need to be getting more attempts on target. Camden here doing well with the interception, trying to play it through for Destro, and it was a poor attempt at the pass really from Camden, and he's got to improve, if truth be told. Liverani knocking it forward. Easy amount of time for Grimeland there, just controls it and lays it across to Puccini. And now Nonj Boende into Camden again. Charging forward, chance to get into the penalty area. Can he get the cross in? Lays it back to Puccini. Plays it to Vaca Jr. Find a bit of space. Grimeland with the strike and the left back with a good effort there. Liverani just managing to tip it around his left-hand post. From the resulting corner, potential opportunity. Julian Guerrero swings it in, and it's comfortably cleared from Francavilla. And again, in relation to chance creation, again, we're looking really good, but we're not converting enough of them. And in relation to our goal difference, it's not as good as some of the teams around us either. So it's something that we have got to be very careful of. But as the game comes to near a close, we've not had too many fitness concerns. Players have just started to drop a bit now as we reach toward the end of this 90 minutes. But perhaps one last opportunity here for us to really guarantee us the 3 points. Julian Guerrero into the penalty area, fires it home. He's deserved a goal today, Julian Guerrero. He's had a good game, as of the whole team, to be fair. Silvestre is the only one that's not rated a 7 today. Very strong performance from the whole team. And at 3-0, it is definitely job done. And hopefully we can do the same in the away game against Gladiator, who, since coming up from their promotion, have really struggled to adapt to life in Serie C. But really positive signs from our point of view. We're really pushing on at the moment this season, and that is a very good performance all round from the first 11. We didn't have to make any substitutions. Everyone played their part. And as things stand, we're 15 points clear of that relegation playoff. And we're 7 points within the top 10. And if we can continue doing what we're doing, I think we could be in for a very surprising season. We're not going to be challenging near the top of the league. It was never the target anyway. But as I mentioned, few of them results that finished as draws, we convert them to wins. We could have been up there. But that is a very, very good performance nonetheless, and we hope to continue that for the away game against Gladiator, which is in a week's time. So bear with me, and we'll come back for that game, and hopefully we can continue our fantastic form in the league. Okay then, guys, here we go for the away game against Gladiator. Hopefully we can continue this league run. It's been a fantastic run of form, as we're well aware. Let's see if we can continue it today. Gladiator sat near the bottom of the league. They've only had 5 points so far. And as we approach the midpoint of the season, we're at kind of a similar level to what we were last season. But in relation to going into the second half of the season, I think we'll potentially do a lot better. It's still going to be very difficult, as we're well aware, but I think that the teams that are back up to it, that are back behind us at the moment, aren't having as good a season as they were having last season. So there's plenty of room to manoeuvre for us, but hopefully we can get some wins in the second half of the season as well. Because, like I say, last season that really did let us down. But I think we've got a good opportunity this season. I think the squad's a lot stronger, and our performances are certainly proving that at the moment. Yes, we're not winning too many matches, but we're not losing many games either. It's just a case of converting some of them potential draws into wins, and hopefully we can get another win today. Pacini down the right-hand side. Camden was in the penalty area. He's been brought down by Prestiani, and it's a very early penalty for us. Destro, of course, missed a penalty in the previous game. Can he convert this time? Yes, he can. And we take the lead here just after 2 minutes. And that is the precise start that we wanted. And hopefully we can push on in this game. And again, knocking a few goals, because the performance last time out against Francavilla was again a very good performance. We managed to get the goals that our play deserved, but again, we created a lot of opportunities that didn't end up in chance conversions. So, but in terms of where we sat for the season, I think we're very similar to where we were at the halfway point of last season. So, the second half of the season is going to be the telling thing. And given the way the second half of the season went last season, it can only be an improvement. So, we've got plenty to build on, and I think the squad is a lot better. So we should be able to really push on this season and cement ourselves as a top 10 side in Serie C this season. And that is a little bit more than the target of the board, but I think that it's something that is very achievable. Destro here into Gaibua, into Camden, gets the strike away, and Trezor not forced into a save. It's quite poor, really, that from Camden. He should be hitting the target. Grimeland into Vaca Jr. Plays it down the left-hand side again. Grimeland plays it back to Silvestri. Back to Grimeland again. Just exchanging some passes, trying to negotiate the space a little bit, trying to open things up as we try and push through the centre. For centre into Julio John Guerrero. And that is a very well-worked goal. And Mattia Destro scores his 13th goal of the season, his second of the day. And again, very patient play, very well-worked goal. Silvestri with the pass into Frisena, who found a little bit of space, made the turn with the pass into Julian John Guerrero, into Destro, and there was the finish. It's a very neat goal into the bottom corner, and a very tight offside apparently as well. It was a lot tighter than I thought it was, I must admit. But he timed his run extremely well, and we are 2 goals to the good, and it looks like we're set for another 3 points. Gladiator with just the 1 attempt at goal so far. It wasn't on target, and we are dominating proceedings here. Guerrero with the delivery into the penalty area. It's cleared away. Camden back to Guerrero. Plays it in, and it's taken a deflection off De Felice. And it is 3-0. It's an own goal by the defender, unfortunately for them. But 2 big wins for us in consecutive games. So goal difference looking a little bit better, or it will be come the end of this game. Guerrero played it across, and Destro was actually there in the centre, and I think Destro probably would have got to it as well if it wasn't for that deflection, which turned it in anyway. So we'll take the goal for what it is. And it's just a case of us staying focused. We should run out comfortable winners now, as Umau playing it to the far post. It's a good header, actually, but it's gone off target. And Gladiator showing one or two signs that they want to try and put a little bit into this game, but so far it is all in our favour until John Guerrero's injury, potential groin injury. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. We're going to get a mouse on for Guerrero, and it's a bit of a shame that really, because he was having a very good game, and we're also going to get Manetta on for a bit of game time as well. Tepsic not having the best of games really, and Vaca can come off for Boende as well. And with half an hour to go, Camden here with a free kick. Destro's headed down. Gaiabua was there, and Trezor somehow keeps that out. It should have been converted, that opportunity. It was a very well worked chance, and unfortunately, it was very well saved by their goalkeeper. As Grimeland tried to get the ball into the penalty area again, it came to nothing, and it remains 3-0. And with 25 minutes to go, we're pretty much sorted here. It's just going to be a case of seeing the game out. Hopefully we can find the back of the net again, but it's not something that we're too worried about. Crespi is going to come on for Destro, and Burdick can come on as well for a bit of game time. And that should see the game out, really. And, oh, Crespi immediately gets injured. So we're going to finish the game with 10 men, which is a little bit of an annoyance. So 2 injuries there. With Guerrero and the substitute Crespi playing a couple of minutes and pulling up straight away, which is not ideal. Hopefully nothing too serious, but a very good solid 3-0 win. Grimeland here into Silvestri. And now Frisena, just holding on to possession. He's got a little bit of space to work a pass. Gaiabua into Burdick. Gaiabua just holding on to it, finding Pacini now. Bear in mind, we've got no central striker now. It's just the attacking midfielders in there. Menke looking over the top, and Messina could be in behind our defence here. He just holds on to possession, plays it back for Aruta, and it took a heavy deflection off. I think it may have been Gaiabua, to be quite honest. And they've not deserved the goal, Gladiator, but it's still a good result from our point of view. Second half, not the best performance. A couple of injuries in there as well, which is a concern. But another good result, a 3-1 win, and we look to push on and continue our really good run of form. We sat in 6th place now in the league, and we're 10 points within that top 10 now. The likes of Latina and Sarignola quite a way behind. They do have a game in hand though, and we can be very happy with the way the season's going, that is for sure. Goal difference is looking a lot better as well, as I mentioned before, and Guerrero is out for 3 to 7 weeks, which is a blow, and Crespi's also out for 3 weeks. So not ideal in that manner, but we deal with it as we may, and we look to carry on what we're doing. Altogether now, that's what, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 league games we've been without defeat now, which is absolutely fantastic. 7 of them have been draws, so we're certainly showing our competitive side, and with the kind of games that we've got coming up, hopefully we can continue the run for a little bit longer. Potenza and Latina will be in the next episode at the start of February, and hopefully we can get through January without too much issue. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.